Well, there is one very impressive young man, I would suggest. What a future he's got ahead of him.
Liked him. Spoke well for one so young, or not so young, but so inexperienced.
Confident.
As he is. Spoke really well. And I liked that when he said, normally kids would have said, yeah, but I suppose a point was fair, one each, but I liked his reply. No, we want to win.
3-3 then, as I said, going into the break, there are times you can put a game like this under the microscope and make many complaints, but should we perhaps just enjoy this one?
Yeah, of course you should. There's 6 goals in a top-class game. The tempo, the pace of the game was great. It was like a basketball match, what they were referring to then, but it was probably allowed to play like that way because the balance of the both teams. If you feel every time you have the ball that the opposition you're up against are vulnerable defensively, you just want to go and attack.
Yeah.
And, and both teams felt that way. And that's why there were goals.
I was just saying, you can pick holes in every goal.
It's a lovely goal.
Well, don't blame everything. But what I'm going to say is there's so many games that just have been so boring, haven't they? And you've got to take your hats off to Klopp and Wenger. They both stood by their philosophies. It was such an open game, wasn't it? They both stood by that and said, go on, let's go toe-to-toe.
Well, are they right to do so? Or, listen, if Manchester City had served up a performance like this, we'd be drooling, or do the purists
that's the million-dollar
have an
question,
argument to say not good enough?
Yeah, but tactically, defensively, you want to be sound. You want to be, take big pride in that. That would drive me furious. I'd go insane with. If I was Klopp now, I'd be furious in the training rooms. I couldn't be able to accept that defending.
Yeah,
and I would find that difficult. I find it difficult to even speak to players. There'd be a few being dug out.
So people like us have to watch 10 games a week for 38 seasons. 38 weekends. 38 seasons.
Wow. It hasn't been far off.
I'm still going. 38 games. I quite like it when this happens. I really do.
Well, I think we all do, Andy. It's better than a sterile Liverpool Manchester United, isn't it?
But Richard, you could sit here and we could sanitise the game, right? And we could watch those 6 goals and we could go, that should happen, this should happen, that should happen. Stop the goal. Why?
Always.
Always. So let's enjoy the fact that they went toe-to-toe. It didn't start great. It was 20 minutes of kind of sparring. And then the game took off after that. And it was fascinating because Liverpool was so dominant. And then from nowhere came an Arsenal 5 or 6 minutes that blew us all away, nearly blew Liverpool away. And then they came flying back again. So I mean, I'd rather see more games like that. I know the coaches in our midst don't want to see that, but as we're not coaching right now, we'll take that.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, so obviously it is. But you're right. I mean, I do a lot of Liverpool games, and the amount of times that I'm bored, that teams come to Anfield and shut up shop and sitting so deep and packing the midfield, it just gets boring.
Will Liverpool fans have enjoyed that, or will they be frustrated that's 2 points?
No, they'll be frustrated. Again. They'll be frustrated because it's the same thing. It just keeps happening time and time again, and you have to address it. You have to do something now, whether that's partly down to the manager, the players. I mentioned it the other day when we were doing it. There's not a lot of players in that team that have won anything at Liverpool. It's a mentality. You look at Manchester City now. There's a mentality there. They don't get beat. They go 2-0 up. They don't lose. They don't lose. And whether that comes down to Guardiola, a lot of the players have won things. It's a combination. Liverpool have got to learn that, and that's why I think, they go and win a League Cup, or just go and win something. And
if you look at it, when Liverpool went 2-0 up, if they just could have kept it for a couple of moments, Arsenal fans have turned. But they just, and they got a goal, and then credit to Arsenal, took the game to Liverpool. We all know Liverpool struggled defensively. Can't see out games. Listen, everyone's fully aware that that's the same old problem. But what a game. What a good game again.
Do you know what emphasises to me again is that football isn't an exact science, and long may it stay that way, because this wouldn't have happened. If you'd have looked at that at 2-0, the game is over, gone. Arsenal had not threatened anything for the best part of 50 minutes. Nothing. Within 5 minutes, they've turned the game on its head, and it's 3-2. Make sense of that if you can. You can't. There's no tactics. There was nothing tactically that anyone did, I don't think. So what is it? It's just an amazing sport. It continues to do that to people. And us that have played it and us that watch it now. That's why you keep coming back for things like this that don't make sense and have no rhyme or reason. The only thing you'd pick if you're Liverpool, and even when Jason said, back off and defend, it's not even that for me with Liverpool. It's managing the game. Yeah. It's controlling the football. I hate to see teams just keep the ball for keeping its sake, but for 5 or 10 minutes after they go 2-0 up, do that.
Keep it.
Just keep it. Pass it aimlessly amongst yourselves, because Dallas is right. They had gone, the Arsenal fans. They had gone. 60,000 were bellowing at Arsenal then. Yeah. and Liverpool let them back in.
But also by keeping the ball, you're controlling the tempo of the game. And then when you're 2-0 up, you can control it to your favour. Yeah. You don't have to score every time you have the ball. Liverpool do, and they leave themselves then so vulnerable on the counter-attack themselves. It's just like I was saying earlier. It's just all too familiar with Liverpool.
I just think sometimes it's like you look at Salah and Mane when they go 2-0 up. They're always edging on that, gambling a little bit, breaking and staying the wrong side of the ball maybe, when they should just tuck in, you know, go flat across the middle and just defend. And like Craig said and Andy said, you win the ball back, you start dictating the tempo, you keep it, you pass it, you work your way up the pitch. Where they're just hanging on the edge of gambling against it.
They want to score.
They want to score.
They want to score again.
Takes me back, Andy, to those 4-3s between Liverpool and Newcastle, and all those players that knew exactly what should happen on the night when they got themselves in front of us.
Those were good games.
Yeah.
By the way, let me tell you, anyone who doesn't, that was nothing like those games. Trust me, that was a pale imitation.
Easy to be critical when you sit here, isn't it?
I must admit, I was one of the ones edging to get that way rather than
Of course
it's
you
easy
were.
going that way. It's harder going that way.
There's so much
By
more.
the way, Andy and I have never had a bad game in 25 years.
Well, no, I haven't.
Yet.
Plenty when I played. None since I retired.
We will.